Hello, once again, hello. Today well, pretty much the same day, but I thought I'd show you what my Atta cephalotes eats in a week. And as you can see, there's a lot of branches of what they eat. Also eat quite a bit of apples. Well, they don't actually eat the stuff, they put it in their fungus garden. But, yeah, you can see that there. That's the apple that they're eating at the moment. And there's another apple that they're eating at the moment there too. So now what I'll do is I'll show you the fungus. The fungus has gotten so big that it's pushing against the condensation and it's causing the fungus bits to go black. But I'm not too worried about that because the fungus is growing upwards, so it doesn't really matter. And anyway, this fungus at the bottom anyway will decay, and they'll put it in the garbage pile, and it'll be fine. So the fungus is nice and white, as you can see, kind of beigey colours, like vanilla ice cream, kind of. Well, it doesn't taste like that. I wouldn't recommend tasting it. Never have, and never will. But there's a book that I've read, and I've put it there because why not? But yeah, nice white colour there, white coloration on the fungus, and bits at the bottom is where they put the rubbish and stuff, and put the rubbish and stuff up the tube and stuff, and they take stuff in there to put into the fungus. And now there's four pods. There's a pod there, I don't know what that's used for, and there's another pod there which they haven't put fungus in yet. So what I'll show you now is show you this pod, which is nice and humid because it's got condensation in it. I'm not too bothered about the condensation because they use their mouth parts to get rid of the condensation, and they kind of lap it up in mashed potato type of thing with the leaves. It's like mashing it up with like mashed potato type of thing. So what they do with the condensation is they lick it off and they like mash it into the leaves, and the fungus can get that moisture that it needs to grow. But yeah, as I was saying, the fungus that's healthy, the fungus that's slightly discoloured at the bottom, which would be that. And then here's okay fungus, and then there's prime fungus there, and then here's grey fungus, or green, which is what you want to see for growth. It kind of looked like a brain last week. I was like, okay, because, you know, it looks like coral, kind of. But, yeah, everything seems to be doing okay, apart from, you know, the fungus being a bit too big for the pod, rather. But I often get questions on how I keep these, and I think leaf cutting ants are not as hard as everybody thinks they are. I mean, yeah, they require... The main thing that's hard is finding the time to actually, you know, commit to them and stuff. So it's not ideal, but it's a good investment of your time if you're willing to put the time into it. But yeah, definitely a cool specimen of a pod and fungus and whatnot that I have. This queen that I have will be 2 years old. As you can see, the undesirable fungus, right, is the yellow bits, and the good fungus is the white bits which are in there and around there. So what I'll show you now is the yellow bits will be at the sides. So it's not a lot of it. There's no yellow bits that much, but it's all mainly white. As you can see, it's white here, and you can see the little bits of yellow underneath the white bits, which would be here, down here, which should be and what would be. And you can see the minor workers in there too, which get rid of the debris and such. It's the minima. The minima tend to the fungus gardens. This colony has done extremely well. No matter how many pods I put them in, they always outgrow them. But I must say that this pod is the best out of the two of them. This pod here, because it's got more of the fungus in it. So, you know, it's doing much better than it was a few weeks ago, I must admit. I did see the Queen a few times, but not anymore, because, she gets taken inside and I never see her anymore, because, I like to keep her safe. But yeah, this fungus here is pretty good too, but not as good as the second pod there, but this pod is not as filled up as it should be, but they're doing quite well with adding to it. So the grey bit is like the growth that's going to happen. The growth is going to happen through the grey bits, and it'll come up puffy, and it'll grow puffy white bits, and then it'll be ready to be used again, which is ideal. So you can see that they've been using bits of twigs and stuff there too, so they don't just use the leaves. Use the twigs as well, which I find pretty neat. So, yeah, that's my leaf cutting and colony of Atta cephalotes. And yeah, they use all that stuff. I need to clean out their basin because that's what they eat in a week. And I hope you have enjoyed. They're surprisingly easy to keep. It's just the time and effort that you need to put in, like keeping the humidity at 90% and 25 constantly. It's not too hard, but it's easy. But one large colony. These are extra large pods from Ant Lab, by the way. So that it's top notch, really, because I like Ant Lab. I can't recommend them enough. But yeah, these extra large pods, they've grew that out, and so I show you here. This is a normal pod, and that's the extra large pod. So see, this is a small pod, right? It's noticeably smaller, kind of. It's more rounder, this pod. Like I could fit this pod inside this pod, which is smaller. It doesn't look like it because of the way I'm holding it, but it's definitely smaller. I can show you that. And that one's just a bit bigger in diameter. See, I've got the lid here for that pod, so I can show you. The lid here for this pod is that, so it's tiny compared to that. So they outgrew that. I ended up cleaning it, but now I don't use that one. And that cube there, I ended up using that at some point. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.